It really wasn't that long ago that your entire professional life, all your connections, fit into a spinning wheel of paper cards on your desk. It sounds ancient, right? Well, today we're going to talk about the platform that didn't just replace that Rolodex, it ended up mapping the entire global economy. This is the LinkedIn Odyssey. So, before we jump into how it all happened, just take a second and think about this. Before LinkedIn, what even was your professional identity? Was it a business card you handed someone just hoping they wouldn't lose it? Or a perfectly formatted resume you mailed out? Maybe a firm handshake at some conference? It feels like a totally different world, doesn't it? In that old world, well, it had its limits. Our story really kicks off in that era, an era defined by physical things and, honestly, a lot of missed opportunities. This was the age of the Rolodex, where losing a business card could mean losing a connection forever. I mean, this slide just captures the chaos perfectly, right? Your professional network was this wobbly stack of business cards. Your most important contacts were names on a little paper wheel. Success was so often just a game of who you knew, and your visibility was pretty much limited to your immediate circle. It was messy, inefficient, and, let's be real, a total game of chance. But then, out of all that chaos, a new idea started to form. And, unlike the whole move fast and break things mantra that was so big back then, LinkedIn's approach was, well, it was completely different. They decided to build their network on a foundation of trust, not just raw speed. In this timeline, it reveals a huge part of their strategy: patience. They founded in 2002, launched in 2003, and look at that, it took a whole year to hit 1 million members. In a world totally obsessed with viral hits and overnight success, this slow burn was their secret weapon. They were building something to last, brick by careful brick. And here's why that slow burn worked. This was their core belief in action. By starting as an invite-only platform, LinkedIn basically guaranteed that its early network was built on real, actual, trusted connections. It was never about who could get the most random followers. It was always about quality. And that focus on professionalism, that became the bedrock for the entire platform. Okay, so you've got this high-quality network. It's growing, but how do you actually turn that into a real sustainable business? Well, that brings us to the next absolutely critical step in their journey: finding the right engine to really fuel their growth. Their solution was the freemium model, and the genius of it was so simple. Let everyone on the planet join for free, builds this massive, incredible talent pool, and then charge for the premium tools to access that pool. Suddenly, the real customers weren't just us, the users, but the recruiters and salespeople who desperately needed to connect with us. And boom, this chart right here reveals the secret to their whole financial success. Just look at that huge purple slice. Talent Solutions makes up 65% of their revenue. So while we all see LinkedIn as a tool for our own careers, the real money, the big money, comes from companies paying to find us. Their biggest customers? Recruiters, by a long shot. So in essence, our free profiles became the product. By building the world's largest, most detailed database of professional talent, LinkedIn created an absolutely essential tool for recruiters, and in the process, a multi-billion-dollar business. It was nothing short of a masterstroke. Now, that level of success, it was bound to get some attention. And in 2016, a tech giant made its biggest bet ever on the future of work, kicking off the next major chapter in LinkedIn's story. Just look at that number, $26.2 billion. That's the mind-boggling price Microsoft paid for LinkedIn back in 2016. They weren't just buying another social network. They were buying the world's professional graph, all the data, every connection, and a direct line into the future of how we all work. And yeah, that acquisition completely reshaped LinkedIn's entire future. Before Microsoft, it was mainly a place for your digital resume and some networking. But after, it started morphing into this dynamic platform for content, for learning, and for deep integration with tools we use every day, like Microsoft 365. It made LinkedIn an essential part of the modern professional's workflow. So this brings us to today, and really, back to you. Because LinkedIn's grand story is now completely tangled up with our own. It's evolved from just being a simple profile page to this incredibly powerful platform designed to support your entire professional journey. And this has always been the ultimate goal, right from the start. As co-founder Reid Hoffman put it, to create an economic graph. Just think about that for a second. A digital map of the entire global economy, connecting every single job, every skill, every company, and every professional. The mission was huge: connect everyone to opportunity on a global scale. So today, LinkedIn is basically your personal career command center. It's the place you go to build your personal brand, to master new skills with online learning, to share what you know, and to connect with a global community of people in your field. It's a living, breathing platform that's there for you at every single stage of your career. From a digital Rolodex to a map of the entire global economy, LinkedIn's journey has been pretty extraordinary. But it also makes you ask a question for yourself, doesn't it? In this incredibly interconnected world, our careers are our own personal odysseys. So, where is your next connection going to take you?